Nestled in the rolling hills of West Bibb County sits a place that's changing women's lives. One family at a time, Lifespring helped 28-year-old Amanda Herndon take the wheel of her own life after it spun out of control.
I hit my bottom. I woke up in jail for my very first time and knew that I needed to do something different.
To appreciate Amanda's story, we have to go back, way back, more than a decade when she was 16 years old.
I grew up, I was a straight A and B student, and I loved who I was, and then I got mixed up in some things that, really just took a turn.
A boyfriend, drug use, and eventually addiction.
I was on crack, and I also did pain pills. Those are the two main ones.
Knocked everything off balance. Amanda lost custody of her young daughter, Kaylin.
So many times in my addiction, she's just like 2 years old and just still crying for mama. And I'm like, no, I gotta leave because I wanted to go get high. It was either me be with him using drugs or not be with him at all. And so since I loved him, I decided to be with him with the drugs.
It's a choice a lot of young mothers addicted to drugs make.
Because oftentimes that is the major barrier to treatment. Women often have a great conflict of spirit. They want to be good parents, they want to be good mothers, but they're still in the grips of this addiction.
That's where the program Lifespring, its director Susan Johansson, and her counselors come in. 18 bedrooms, a dining room, laundry room, children's room, and classrooms. A homey backdrop for the hard work of beating drugs. About a third of the young women bring their young children here, and they can get care while the mothers work to put their lives back together.
So having a facility, having a resource, having a place where you can bring your child and receive treatment, and not just substance abuse treatment, but parental support, parenting education, wraparound services, attention to the children themselves and the needs that they may have. It's a whole family recovery kind of approach.
Women who go through the residential program, like Amanda, spend their days in classrooms like this for therapy and skill building. The typical stay, 6 months. Counselors help move them through a phased program aimed at eventually leaving this home for one of their own.
What we find is for women who leave prematurely and do not finish residential, the success rate is much, much lower, i.e. the relapse rate is much, much higher. Upwards of 70% relapse rate.
But for women like Amanda who finish the residential and outpatient program, the nightmare of drug abuse can become a distant memory.
Every day in my active addiction, I dreamed of how things are today. Now my reality is a dream. I wake up in a dream every day that's just real.
Amanda says she's been clean for 2 years, works full-time, and is reunited with her daughter, and shares her story with others with no regrets.
My past has made me who I am today, and I get to talk to women that are going through things that I've been through already, and I love to encourage them because they are me and I am them.